Well, guys, my name is Deepak. I work at Big Four from last 4 years. Now, this is the part 2 of interview which I have taken for of Kavya. Kavya is one who is working at Big Four from last 4 years. So, hope you have watched the part 1. If you have not watched the part 1, stop this video here only and go. First, watch the part 1, then come back to us for the part 2. Okay, and watch the video fully and learn something from this interview because she has given a lot of insightful of the Big Fours and UI and all. Okay. So wish you all the best. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment box. If you want me to ask any further questions to Kavya, let us know in the comment section because we are known to each other and we connect on regular basis. Okay, we have known to each other on the LinkedIn only. Okay, so we will now connect very regularly. So let me know if you want me to ask any further questions with the Kavya. Okay, now Kavya, thank you so much for telling the overall part of UI, your valuation industry and everything. Now, as we discussed, there are several questions which audiences asked you especially. Okay, so I would like to ask those part. Okay, because I know they are eagerly waiting for answers. Okay, so the first question goes with the Praveen. Okay, Praveen wants to know, okay, that, okay, as we have already discussed, easiest way to get into EY or Big Four. Okay, so if you can tell me the in one line or in one sentence, easiest way, what do you think?
Acquiring the right skills, applying at the right time with the through the right website. That's all I can say. And when I say acquiring the right skills, it has to, also correspond to the keywords in the resume. It should also back up your, academic journey so far. Everything should be related because trust me, once your resume is screened in the company, not even 50, 60, 70% of the work is done, right? And the rest 30, again, we've grown up introducing ourselves. So usme to confidence kahin nahi jana chahiye. Yeah.
Correct. So Shivani is very thankful for you actually that you are giving time to us. Okay, and she is asking that she is in a CMA final. Okay, and wants to be in a equity research analyst. Okay,
Okay.
now what are the further steps she need to take? If there is anything additional according to you, she should do to add value, or CMA final, okay, is good to go for the equity research analyst, or how she can get a job into equity and research analyst. Okay,
All
if you can
right.
answer in a crisp.
So, understand that what is equity research? It basically follows either the top-down approach or the bottoms-up approach. At the end of the day, you are analyzing the industry, the company, and the economy in general. So, what do you think will be required? The skills that has to do with a lot of research. Now, again, what kind of a research? Financial research. So, let me put it across very simply that, if I am a recruiter hiring you for an equity research profile, I would not be bothered, if you are an MBA in finance, you're a CMA, or even if you are a CA. I would look at the fact that how good are you in Excel? Because Excel is the core of equity research, and equity research is the baby of valuation, right? So someone who's extremely good with, so what is equity research? Basically, you just comment on whether you should buy the share, buy the stock, sell the stock, or hold it. So it's a lot to do with the valuation methods as well, right? So try to look for a similar JD of companies like Big Fours, that promote a valuation related role, that promote a financial modeling role. So equity research is a blend of a bit of valuation and a bit of financial modeling, especially the Excel part that is involved. So the first step and the first very important skill you can acquire is, brush up your Excel skills every day. We feel हमें enough Excel आता है, नहीं आता. When you enter the corporates, you realize that it's not just about VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP and whatever, right? It's beyond the lookup functions, it's beyond the basic functions. आपको पूरा data tab बहुत अच्छे से आना चाहिए. Nobody will teach you how something is done, और आपको पूछते हुए भी बड़ा खराब लगेगा. So Excel, and trust me when I say Excel, 2-3 हफ्ते वाली बात नहीं है. It is going to take a few months, right? Do that. Secondly, run and practice a lot of functions of finance in Excel. So try to make a loan amortization schedule, try to build a model from scratch. जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको उसकी फाइनल वैल्यू निकालनी है, आपको लिंकिंग आनी चाहिए. आपको फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. So the first step towards moving a career in equity research is financial statement analysis. Once you are very good with these skills, once you are able to interpret the numbers well, apply to companies which are credit rating agencies. Big Four's the option. Hey, apart from that, I previously also mentioned about, these companies such as Sharekhan, Motilal Oswal, that have a separate division of called fundamental analysis. So right, they have a
correct.
division जहाँ पे technical analysis होता है, technical team अलग है, but technical team को at the end of the day fundamental analyst and equity research की जरूरत पड़ती है. The job might not be by the name of equity research, right? It could be so बहुत common job posting for a equity research role is research analyst. Also, here, Deep, I would like to mention in the favor of everybody, do the NISM certification on research analyst. That's very, very important, right? So I think some of these tips will definitely help you. Rest, I think, if you have any deeper questions on the same, there's a comment box below.
Okay, I would like to add one more point. Kapya was on to the point here, but for Shivani, as you want to get into research analyst, okay, try with a companies, okay, who is hiring for relationship managers, okay. This is job which is into financial sales, okay, but this will teach you basic of the stock market, the basic of the valuation, basic of the equity and everything, okay, and from there you can get back to the your given job, that is equity research. Talking on that part, Nirvay Jha is asking the interview process of US taxation. So I think I should answer this, okay, because I am into US taxation, and I believe that I have given enough gyan on this process of US taxation. So Nirvay, I would suggest you to go through the YouTube, okay, videos, and you can get the answers easily, okay. One user wants to know about transfer pricing, okay, any input on it if you can give on the transfer pricing.
So I think, okay, may I know who's asked that question?
She has or he has not revealed the name, so I think one user is
Okay,
perfect
no
name.
worry. So the reason I'm asking for the name is because this is a very rare question that we generally come across because transfer pricing के जो roles हैं, they're very limited and not I've not seen a lot of postings on the same. So generally, from my academic experience, I would say that generally transfer pricing is an accounting concept and not majorly a finance concept. Because I think if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, it relates to the costing between the divisions or the segments or the CGUs among the same business. So it is more to do with integration of those departments within the same entity. Well, I believe I'm not exactly the right person to answer it because it's an accounting role. However, I'll come back or maybe we'll try to make a separate video on that because we do receive a few questions on them.
I would like to add one answer here for transfer pricing. See, the person who is asking, transfer pricing will come into taxation only, because why we do transfer pricing? To save taxes. Okay, this is the transaction between two countries where we are having a lesser taxation of one country and a higher taxation of other country. So we manufacture or we do service in other country. Okay, manufacture and we sell it to the other country. That comes into transfer pricing. It has the great career, okay. At starting of my career, I also wanted to get into transfer pricing. I also gave interview of Deloitte for transfer pricing, but I was rejected because they were asking a lot of good questions, okay. So if you are targeting transfer pricing, okay, always have a strong fundamental basic knowledge of the accounting, okay. If you don't have the basic knowledge of accounting, transfer pricing job is going to be very hard for you, okay. So Samina is asking how to get into Big Four. So I think Kabe has already told and has shown one way to get into Big Four. So we will skip this part. Uh, okay, now a very interesting part of this question, Kabe. Many of our audience has asked that Dhruv is one of my regular followers, okay, is asking that he's having 5 years of experience, okay, sorry, 5 years of gap up, okay,
Okay.
gap in his career, okay, because he was preparing for UPSC,
All right.
okay. Now will he create any obstacle if he wants to get into Big Four, okay? Is there any age limit in EY or any Big Four? If you are aware about any age limit that after 25 or after 35 you cannot apply for this kind of job, if you are having any experience on it, please share.
Sure. So, well, I think kudos to you again and your journey so far. Never think of it as a gap year. one very good,
Okay.
one very genuine suggestion, because not many people are able to decide, the kind of studies they want to do. So we've done BCom, MCom, MBAs and everything, but trust me, being a UPSC aspirant, you know a lot more than us than we do. And, it also already depicts that you're a very courageous and a very hardworking individual. So yes, kudos to that energy, first of all. And secondly, there is no hard and fast rule as to the age, but definitely, understand that these companies do have a bandwidth and they have a scale of the pay that you'll be expecting. So if you are expecting a very high salary, or, more than what the band of that particular rank offers, just because, you have spent a couple of years in your life earlier, or again, it obviously might not be possible for those companies to make you enter as an analyst or make you enter as a AM directly. You might still be considered as a fresher to these entities, but the whole crux of getting into these companies would be how well are you able to justify those number of years that you were not working, but rather learning, right?
Correct.
And trust me, it's not just about big fours, any company for that matter, and this is to everybody. I urge you to take these companies. So I know that you want to enter into a brand, you think it's a dream come true, but they are also people like us, right? They are just expecting you to be confident and, be very solid in your answers and just be who you are. But अगर हम वो ही नहीं कर पाएंगे, then it's there's no it, there, your game is gone. So even if you were in a UPSC aspirant, you have a gap year, आपकी तबीयत खराब थी, आपके घर में कुछ situations थी, आपकी खुद की तबीयत ठीक नहीं थी, आप पार्टी कर रहे थे, आप थोड़ा you wanted to take a break for yourself. It's fine, guys. It happens. This is life. All you have to do is try and take the learnings associated with your professional life and justify that. I do understand that, I was spending a little time not being a part of the corporate entity, but trust me, the kind of exposure, the kind of exposure I got talking to a lot of people from all walks of life through my journey of UPSC. And UPSC doesn't differentiate, the fact that what age are you and how do you offer. I have that mindset that I will never be, taking these things in my mind and then working through, because I agree that the amount of learnings I've had there are only going to help me and are never going to act as a blockage in my life. So have that positive attitude first, and nothing in the world can stop you. Again,
Correct.
also, as Deep mentioned, that you're one of his favorite and the most frequent subscribers, so I would like and urge you to let us know in the comments if you'd be available for a one-to-one session with both of us. And I'd like to understand that more, and maybe we'll suggest you how do you answer to those questions in the technical round.
Correct. I know, Dhruv, you are listening to us, okay, and you watch our video regularly. I would like to say one thing, Dhruv, okay. Last month there was one girl, okay, that I would not say girl, lady, okay, the Sandhya. She will be very fine if I am taking her name. She is, she was having 10 years of gap, Kavya, okay, believe me, 10 years of gap, and she is the mother, okay, she is the mother of two kids, okay. Now she connected me on the comment section of my YouTube, okay, that she wants has the gap of 10 years. Now she wants to get into the big force, okay, and for the job. Now, as I always post the job updates, okay, she took some updates, okay, and she applied for the KPMG, okay. Now her resume got selected, okay. Before that, she connected me on the Telegram on-to-one call, which we do regularly for free, okay. And I convinced her that if you can justify your gap,
Yeah,
okay, then no company will
that
stop you
no
for
one
applying,
can. Yeah,
okay.
true.
You just have to justify. And before giving the interview, she again connected me to me. I gave her the decent number of questions which they can ask them how to answer. And believe me, she is currently employed of KPMG.
That's
Okay,
very
she was,
nice. Yeah,
yes, she was so happy. Okay, she was so happy, and the amount of happiness she was having double the amount of happiness
you
I
were
was having.
having. True.
Yes, because I helped someone, okay, who was looking for a job for I desperately, okay. Now she is the employee of KPMG, okay. So the same applies to you, Dhruv. So if you can justify that why there was a gap up, I one thing I told her, okay, and one thing I would like to tell you also, Dhruv. See, you are having a year of gap of 5 years, okay. Now you want to get a job anyhow. So what you will do if you get a job, okay, you will be very loyal to that company. So make them believe that if you giving me a chance, okay, you will not regret it, because I am looking for a job for last 5 years. Now you are giving me a chance. I will be so loyal to you that
True.
you will not forget me in time. So make them believe that, okay, you are a fit for the job, okay, and you are confident as of now also, like you were having 5 years back. That is what company is want to look for. Okay, if I take interview, I also look for the same answers. Okay, because I want belief in that candidate, that he is having that belief that he or she can do uh, wonder in the job. Okay, so yes, that was all the questions which all the people was having actually. Okay, one last question which I am having. Okay, because I am also a learner, that again, as I was talking to you, okay, that after doing bcom, after doing mb, okay, we get a lot of confusion in which area I should build my career, because until and unless you get into some kind of job, you don't know what, if you are perfect for that job or not. Okay, so if you can just quickly tell me three, four, five options, or maybe more or maybe less, that you can tell after become an mba, people can check out, like tax audit, like something kind of that way. If you can add anything else on that part, that will be great.
Sure, sure. So guys, I mean, before we talk of the corporate world in general, I always say this to my audience that introspect. So the first step is not to hop on to where I want to go. First step is to introspect whether you are actually ready for the corporate world. You could be an entrepreneur, you never know, right? Pursue that dream. This is the age of taking risks. Now the second step is that you've already decided that मुझे तो corporate में ही जाना है. This is where the real game begins. Right? So हमें सिखाया जाता है growing up that ये job अच्छी है, वो job अच्छी है. What if you're meant to be a job creator and not a job seeker, right? तो वो चीज कोई नहीं बात करता है. So try and analyze that first. ठीक है, अब हम रेडी हो गए जॉब करने के लिए. सो मेनी एरियाज गाइज, आई मीन हमारे पेरेंट्स के टाइम, या पेरेंट्स भी छोड़ो, 10-15 साल, व्हेन वी वर किड्स, व्हेन वी वर लाइक लिटरली स्पून फीडेड, हमारे टाइम पे भी मैंने कभी नहीं सुना था कि वैल्यूएशन एक रोल होगा. आई नेवर थॉट ऑफ एमएनए क्या होता है, मर्जर्स एंड एक्विजिशन. कितना डिफिकल्ट लगता है ना ये टर्म. But with the global economy opening up like crazy, I see a lot of government entities tying up with the private entities to get their projects and their tenders on, right? This actually happens. So there is a very famous and a growing area which is called GRC, global and risk compliance. So I see a lot of you also interested in KYC roles, compliance roles, risk management. You could be a part of audit, assurance and tax. So I generally consider audit, assurance and tax under one basket. Reason being because the skill sets जो चाहिए होते हैं to excel in these three jobs, according to me, is a bit similar. The starting point is always to understand the accounting concepts in these three areas. However, if I talk about the strategy and transaction roles like valuation, like financial modeling, right, like equity research, credit research, right, all of these require a different set of experience, but at the same time the starting point again is accounting. So let us understand कि finance तक पहुंचने के लिए आपको accounting थोड़ी sorted होनी चाहिए. आपको डेबिट क्रेडिट तो पता होना ही चाहिए. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि अच्छा सैलरी क्रेडिट क्यों होती है, डेबिट क्यों नहीं होती. जनरल थिंग्स, लॉजिक्स. एंड वंस यूर ओके विद इट, उतना डीप में नहीं जाना अकाउंटिंग के जितना एक टैक्स, अकाउंटिंग एंड ऑडिट गाय से एक्सपेक्टेड है. But to enter into finance roles, start to understand from the financial statements wala part. Understand the components of financial statements, understand how they are prepared. एक बार आपको ये सब चीजें आती हैं, then the doors will open for you in areas, again, equity fundamental research. You could also be a stock trader. I see a lot of you being extremely interested in derivative trading, stock trading. So companies like all these financial services companies जो broking, जिनका primary business is broking, they offer tremendous amount of opportunities as a derivative trader, as a risk management trader. You could be a consultant who's managing wealth for the people, which again is categorized into portfolio management, wealth management, right? So many areas. FP&A is a very booming area, financial planning and analysis. So again, skill sets vary करते हैं, and आपका interest vary करेगा इन सब में. But I think if I start to talk of every possible opportunity, हमें पूरा रात एंड दिन स्पेंड करना पड़ेगा, सो लेट्स नॉट डू दैट। अभी आप ये सोचो आपको किस टाइप की कंपनीज पसंद है। डू यू वांट टू एंटर इनटू द आईटी डिपार्टमेंट? आईटी में डू अ लॉट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग, डू अकाउंट्स पेबल, अकाउंट्स रिसीवेबल, बट फाइनेंस के लिए आई वुड नॉट सजेस्ट यू गो टू एन आईटी फर्म। ट्राई टू एंटर इनटू एन ऑडिट फर्म। ऑडिट में ही यू विल गेट अ लॉट ऑफ प्रैक्टिसेस टू डू। So again, it depends, right? So I hope एक general overview आपको मिला होगा on what all you can try and plan. Everything else again depends on your decisions, your academic journey so far, your projects that you've undertaken, क्या interest है आपको.
Well, here one more point, Kapya. Suppose I don't know anything. I have done MBA in finance. Okay, just on the fingertip. Okay, if you can tell me the area where I can explore. Okay, where I can get a finance job. Just in words like uh, accounting, sorry, taxation, audit, consulting kind of things. Okay, if you can tell me on the fingertips. Okay, in which area I can look for the job. Okay, after doing finance. Okay, in for MB. Okay, if you can tell, that will be great, because audiences are very impulsive, they just want to know the answers. Okay, so if you can quickly tell what are the areas where a fresher can explore the job, that will be great.
So you could work as a research analyst, right? Financial research. You could be a part of the credit rating agencies as a credit analyst. You could also be working with a tax and accounting firm in taxation, right? Then audit practices. Audit may be internal, external, so many audit practices, right? Then you could also be a part where you're working with the CA in, supporting him with some Excel or documentation part, which again is a part of research. Equity research, fundamental analysis, I think we already talked about. Then strategy related roles भी आप target कर सकते हो. Some of these are something that you can start as freshers, but again, as you move ahead in the ladder of corporates, more opportunities open up. So I won't be talking about FP&A, portfolio management, wealth management, because as a fresher, let me be honest, नहीं मिलती है entry इतना easily. But with experience, definitely you can choose that as a career path.
Believe me, Kavya, I have a lot of questions in my mind to talk for. Okay, and yes, of course, we can spend a lot of hours talking and discussing, because we both are experienced and we can discuss a lot of things and we can add value on a lot of things. But again, we are having a time limitation. Okay, if we stretch more, okay, the audience will go away and they will not focus. Okay, and they will miss the most learning part. So maybe in future also we will again collaborate and we will
Yeah, for
bring a
sure.
lot of good things on the table for the audience. Okay, and please notice everyone, you can learn a lot of things, because when two experienced guy talks, okay, they bring lot of values on the table. You just have to come and pick your values, okay, and go away.
True.
Okay, so be with us. Okay, let us know in the comment box if you want to know anything further on this topic or anything. Okay, again we will connect with Kabe and we will discuss a lot of things in future. We are going to plan a lot of things for you guys. Okay, so stay tuned with us. Okay, I really thank you, Kavya, for being okay in such a late time. Okay, and thank you so much for your time in your busy season and all. Okay, so if you have any question for me, then you can let me know, otherwise we will wind up this call. Again, I'm thankful for your help and for your time.
Thank you so much, Deep. I think you've played a very instrumental part in, imparting good amount of knowledge and exposure to the students. I would just urge all of you to, take the key takeaways of this entire session. If you've been able to stay till the end of this video, then I think you've already taken that first step towards great learning, right? And if you've done that, then, I would like to see in the comments down below that where do you guys come from? Mention the location, mention the state you are from, mention the latest qualification you've done, mention and tell us so that we know what kind of content we have to create together, and especially that caters to our primary audience. So I think, yeah, and I would love to come back here and share a lot of insights on my industry, learn a lot of taxation from Deep, and let us know if there's something we missed out today and you want us to cover back again. So thank you so much for
Yes.
such a great opportunity and for hearing me out all this while.
I urge to my audience, don't let me down. Say thank you to the Kavya in the comment section. Okay, let her see that how our audience is thankful for her presence on our channel. Okay, So I urge you all to say thank you, Kavya, in the comment section. Okay, don't let me down in front of
No,
Kavya.
no, no.
Okay,
I think
guys.
we don't want them to just thank me. I want you guys to focus on learning. So instead of typing thank you, Kavya ma'am, or thank you, Deep sir, you give us one interesting fact from finance.
Correct.
Type in some good amount of knowledge. So let us also see some interesting facts and figures or interesting news articles happening around. So just let type in that instead of a thank you. I would say that. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kavya. Let's end this up here. Okay, we will connect again soon. Okay, for further discussion. Okay, and further values. Okay, thank you
Sure.
so much,
Okay.
Kavya.
Thank you.
Okay,
Signing off.
thank you. Signing off. Okay, so both part of interview with Kavya is done. Hope you have learned a lot of things. Hope you have liked our conversation, and hope all of your query has just got solved. If still, if there is any query, you let us know in the comment box, so that when I interact her again, I'm going to ask whatever you will be asking in the comment section. And guys, if you want me to take such kind of conversation with other people of big force, okay, then do let me know. Give a good amount of love to this video, like, share and comment. Okay, if we get a good response, okay, it will motivate me, and I will bring more people on our channel to talk with the general queries. Okay, not only from the EY, I will also bring from Deloitte, PwC, big force mainly, and outside of the big force who works with the with taxation and other industry. Okay, so thank you so much. Wish me all the best so that I can success in bringing them on board. Okay, do like and share this channel, and if you like our video, if you like our work, then please spread the love. Thank you so much, guys.